want to start this video with something that happened that is just hit me as funny today. When we got our little dog, she's just a little 10-pound Shih Tzu, and I got her in 2022, and my husband was still working at the time. And for the first year and a half of her life, it was just me and her. And so I thought that she was my dog, and I was completely wrong. You know how they'll pick someone? We had a mix of something and a Chihuahua, but she was mostly Chihuahua, and her name was Sophie. And she was my dog. She attached to me and would not let go. And so when we got Lucy, I thought she would attach to me too. And she loves me, don't get me wrong, but she adores my husband. I mean, her little heart hurts if, he leaves for too long or whatever. She'll just sit and cry. And anyway, that's the scene. And so, and this has happened before, but it never just really hit me like it did today. I don't know, I'm in a mood. But I bring her home, and he is standing at the garage door into the house, and he comes out when I pull the car in the garage, and he goes to the passenger side and gets her out of her little car seat thing, scoops her up in his arms, and whisks her into the house. And I'm still in the car, mind you, with a bum knee, trying to figure out how to get out without hurting myself again. And the two of them, all I can see is just the back of him, and then her little head up here on his shoulder, and her little back of her head and her ears flopping as he walks her into the house. And it's like, never mind me. I mean, I'm just the one that, feeds you and takes care of you when you're sick. I mean, can I live here with you guys? Is that going to be okay? Because I feel like I might be intruding. Just wanted to share that with you because I thought it was pretty funny. And then yesterday, I kind of realized how crazy I can really be. Like, I really have gotten crazy. And I want to know if anybody else is this way. So I was at the hair salon yesterday. I know you can't tell. She just cut off a little bit of dead. I'm trying to let it grow a little bit. And me and her were talking, and she's got a little girl, and the conversation got around to, bugs and all variety of bugs. And then we talked about that for a while, and then she asked me, and I hate this question when people ask me this, but I mean, it's I guess an opening for conversation or something, that people just ask this question: what are you doing this summer? What are your plans for this summer? Are you going away or going to vacation? What are you going to do? And I hate the question because I feel like it puts me on the spot, because I don't want to do anything. And I've always been this way a little bit my whole life. Like, I would rather be at home than traveling, but not this bad. Because when my kids were young and I was married the first time, he planned a trip out west with camper thing that you pop up, and he planned the whole thing. We went as far as, we live in Indiana, we went as far as Arizona. We were headed for California, but we ran out of time. And I did that. I camped. I was outside with bugs. And, I saw other people, and we had a good time. And, I was glad that he just arranged it all himself. I guess you kind of had to do that with me. Look, we're leaving here and we're going there, and you need to be in the car at such and such a time. But now I won't get in the car. I am so crazy, you guys, that we had to go on the interstate from our small town into the city and take the interstate in rush hour morning traffic And I thought, this is it. This is how it's going to end. And this is before we even got in the car. And nothing happened. But I am so anxious. I think I've alluded to this before in videos. I'm just so daggone anxious. It's a curse to be in my head. I mean, it really is. Because I see people that do travel and they go here and they go there and they look like they're having such a good time and just, laughing and having so many memories to be made. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. Obviously, we made it home okay that day, back and forth on the interstate, but it was nerve-wracking for me. He needs to have another test, and we got to go back around the interstate, only we've got to go up a different way, and it's not going to be for 2 weeks, and I'm already stressing. Okay, this is where we're at. So she asked me when we were talking, what is it about traveling that you don't like? And I said, well, I can't sit still in a car for very long, or I get it's unpleasant. I'm older now, so there's frequent stops that need to be made, if you know what I mean, ladies. Before I do get in a car, I can have like nothing to drink. Like I need to dehydrate myself because it's just ridiculous. So there's that. Flying is a whole nother story that I don't think I have to explain to anyone. And then when I get somewhere, then I start to freak out about bed bugs, lice, roaches. I start to think about, all these creepy crawlies being all like in the bed and in the cabinets and just everywhere. And see, people that don't think like me just go for it and enjoy themselves, and they don't think about it, or they think about it and, they make their precautions. They take spray and their own sheets and their own cleaners and they clean it. But, I can't get past the fear and the anxiety. And then if I'm sleeping in another bed, even if it's been checked and I've done all the things, I will still lay there wide awake because I can't sleep any place that's not my bed or my house, because there's other noises and it's not the same. Or am I going to wake up and not be able to move because this bed isn't the same as my bed? I mean, I'm nuts. I'm certifiable, you guys. I don't know what to do about it, and I don't care enough about it to try to get therapy or any of that stuff for it. But I used to be able to go some places, and I think the last time that I actually went away from the house, well, there were 2 times. The 2 times, I think it was 2015 or 16. And I went to the Poconos, and I wanted to, and it wasn't, too big of a deal. And so I wasn't as crazy as I am now. I don't know what happened to change it. But then in 2021, it was around our anniversary, and he wanted to get away for a while. So we just went to an old historic like hotel, and they had a old historic restaurant down there that you could tell them that it was your anniversary, and they'd give you a cake and all this. It was fun. We walked around the town and everything, and I didn't sleep. So 2021, I was getting, I didn't sleep that night, and I don't think I slept the 2 nights that we were there, actually. And so I did it then. But someplace between 2021 and now, I don't even like to be asked if I'm got plans for the summer. I mean, no, because it's freezing cold out. This is my mindset. It is freezing cold out right now here. I mean, freezing, ridiculously cold. This weekend, we're supposed to get some kind of a snowstorm. We're going to get 0 to 28 inches of snow, or we're going to get 3 inches of ice. And they don't know enough to call it yet, but something is coming. And I don't care because I'm good here. But then there's more cold behind it. So why go out? I mean, why do you want to go do stuff in this cold? And then I'll be good for a month or two there, May and June, and then July starts to get too hot, and then Mama's too hot, and I don't want to go out again. I mean, I'm a real pain, you guys. I don't know how he puts up with me sometimes, because he never complains, but I'm sure there are things that he'd like to do or go play, and I don't keep him from it. If you want to go do this, grab so and so and go. I mean, I will say that I'm fair about it. But I was just wondering if anybody else is this severe. It borders. I know it borders on agoraphobia. I know it does, because about all I can do now is just very close to home, and so that circle, that window is closing more and more. So anyway, I decided to check in, ask, am I the only one? Do I need a facility to be put into? Or am I good? Because I think I'm probably good. Today is Tuesday. And like I said, if this snowstorm comes or ice storm or whatever, I'll probably be back on here and let you guys know and show you some of the stuff that's been happening. But it's not gonna be the only thing that worries me, other than people being out driving because they want to try and drive. You can't drive in ice. I don't think we're supposed to get the ice. I think it's supposed to be south, but you can't drive. You might as well just give up. But people won't give up, and they'll still try to drive in ice. So I worry about those people. And then, he's so stubborn. He'll want to get out there and try to shovel, and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it, because he's not the healthiest thing right now. So, but anyway, I'll keep you updated on the snowstorm, and I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.